My name is Konstantin. I'm a TriHealth cardiologist within the TriHealth Heart and Vascular Institute. I focus on anything from arrhythmias to heart failure. I do a lot of imaging, really cover everything from your bread and butter to maybe some of the more exotic things that we see. I really enjoy taking care of heart failure. Lots of these patients you build very close relationships with, and you get to know them really well. You get to know kind of what makes them tick. And honestly, a lot of times these days you can make a lot of people feel better. When they get diagnosed, I see them very frequently and, get to really build a relationship that's long lasting. And, there's really nothing that beats them coming in and saying, doc, you put me on those medications and I feel a lot better than I did last week. And that's really kind of a gratifying experience. If you kind of review, cardiology guidelines, recommendations, a lot of it, there's a lot of gray area there that the highest recommendation is often shared decision making. And I really believe in that, and oftentimes I tell my patients that you're really the captain of the ship. I'm just, a navigator. I hopefully tell you where the fairer seas are, but you make the decisions that make sense for your life and lifestyle. And, I think if we get to know each other and build that relationship, we tend to make decisions that align and work out well for patients. I think being a doctor really is a privilege. People really open up to us. They tell us about their fears. They tell us about their anxieties. They share their successes or struggles. I get to, meet and learn new people every single day. It's not something I've ever lost the respect for. And it's a privilege. It's a privilege to serve, and it's a privilege to be able to make people feel better, guide people along their, healthcare journey, and really get close to not just patients, but their entire families oftentimes. And that's really what's special. The medications are great. I think the lab work is great, but really it comes down to their personal connection. And if we can offer that as a cohesive group, and we can kind of follow up with patients and make sure all of their needs are met, not just their medical needs. There's a lot of social complicating factors, and TriHealth as a system, I think, has set up really good support where we can really address all of their patients' needs often in one visit. So that's a really special place to work. That's why I'm happy to be here.